All right, everybody. Welcome back. You're listening to and watching This Could Make Us Famous podcast. And with me today is my friend, my stepfather-in-law, Mr. Charlie Bartha. And today we have a special surprise for you. We are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, I wish I had a drum roll button. We are going to do a taste test with none other than the Big Mac itself. That's right. We're going to do the Big Mac test. I don't even know what to call it. We're going to see.
Can you make a Big Mac?
Yeah, we're going to see
better.
how we can make a Big Mac taste better. So, we're not being sponsored by McDonald's
Or Big Mac.
or Big Mac.
If that's a person.
Wait, look at this. There was fries in there, but I guess the people at McDonald's forgot to put the fries in there, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so yeah, we're going to see if we can
Emily,
make...
stick around. They used to have onions on them.
Yikes. We're going to see if we can make this... That's my wife. Yikes. We're going to see if we can make a Big Mac taste better. Look at that, man. They just it's like they took a shovel and just threw all that crap on there. And I hate onions with a passion.
I must have got yours. No onion.
No, there's onion on there. You guys will learn all my subscribers and friends. No, I'm going to put them back on. I just got to get...
Oh my God.
I hate onions passionately. Oh, they're mixed all up in there, man.
Yeah, those you ain't going to get all those off.
Ugh.
The sriracha will cover it up.
Ugh. Why?
What are you doing? It's not a Big Mac anymore. Oh
yeah,
my God.
it's still got some remnants of... Oh, that's so gross, that raw onion. Ugh. All right, I'm going to do it for my subscribers, all my fans out there.
Well, then put it all back on then.
Well, it's still got some of the juices on there. All right, that's disgusting.
You got to put your burger back in between there. It's not a Big Mac.
Is it not between there?
No, you left it where you had it.
Oh. What? All right, guys, I don't even know how to eat a Big Mac. Let me put some napkins out here for us.
Well, this is what I would do.
We got to keep them entertained, Charlie. People's attention span. They're already giving up on us.
Well, that's because you don't like onions.
So, I got with me 2 condiments.
Only 2.
Okay. I could have bought more, but some of my favorites, and I want to see if they could help improve the taste of this delicious burger that's already delicious. But
I wouldn't say that.
So what we got here, sriracha or sriracha, whatever you want to call it.
Sriracha.
Sriracha. We got that. And my favorite currently, a friend of mine showed me this. I use this on almost everything, including my cereal and in my coffee. Ladies and gentlemen, Famous Dave's barbecue sauce Devil's Spit. For adults only. Okay? It's not for children. It's dangerous. Very lethal.
Especially on your cereal.
That's right. Love it on my cornflakes. I'm just kidding.
I thought you were a Fruit Loop kind of guy.
I like Fruit Loops too. So, I'm going to go with Famous Dave's.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
Okay, well, you can do sriracha. I'm just kidding. I'm going to try a little Famous Dave's on here.
Only put it on one side then, so you got room for sriracha. Sriracha. Sriracha.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Put too much. Oh, well. It's still going to be good. And do you have anything else I can put on here, Charlie?
I have some stuff to go with it.
Here, let's see what you got. Just give me anything. Just first thing.
First thing comes out?
Yeah, and I'll see if I can make this Big Mac taste
I
better.
always bring
a bag of goodies.
A bag.
What's in Charlie's bag? It's a segment we have. Yeah, so.
I think these would go really good on your...
Okay, let's try it.
On your burger.
Fried green tomato. All right, we're going to do it. Lay's fried green tomato. Famous Dave's. Devil spit. We're going to put it on there. Charlie, you going to put...
You did that, so I'm going to do sriracha.
Okay.
Sriracha.
Sriracha. Oh, you hear that? You hear that crunch?
I'm probably going to regret that.
We may have invented something, Charlie. We might have to pitch this to McDonald's. Because they actually, what we really wanted to do was have...
They don't listen when you pitch them something.
Yeah, they just don't.
Because I told them when I worked at McDonald's like 25 years ago that, you know what would go good if you serve breakfast all day long?
Yeah, I wondered that too years ago. I'm like, why? You guys would make a killing, and now they do. But no, originally what we wanted to do is they had the, the double Big Mac was out, and I was like, let's do it. Charlie got up to the window, and because of this whole quarantine thing, they limited their menu, so we couldn't get it. So it's the next best thing is, can we make a Big Mac? Big Macier. More delicious year.
Is that a word? Big Mac ear?
It's my word.
All right.
All right, here we go, guys. Bon appetit. Well,
The onions taste good.
I'm pretending like they're not there. Wow.
By the way, if we get 50 likes on this channel,
Be careful what you sign me up for, Charlie.
Jason will eat a raw onion
Uh-uh.
live on this podcast.
If you hate me, you'll like the video 50 times.
Oh, I can hear it clicking now.
It's like, I get back, there's a million clicks. Like, well, thank you. So, it's soggy now, but I don't really taste them.
I don't taste the
Famous Dave sauce.
The 1,000-ounce dressing they put on, which is their secret sauce, kind of kills it.
Well, I don't want to...
Try one alone. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm going to try one of these alone. The green tomato. It almost tastes like sour cream and onion chips.
Pretty close.
Not bad. So...
Wait, I got one more for you since we brought out the bag already.
Okay. I have to take a drink.
Anybody else want one?
Smell it.
Yeah, we didn't have smelly vision.
One day that's going to happen. They're going to figure it out.
We also have, for dessert,
For dessert.
I guess. It's not really dessert, but we could call it for dessert. How about some crispy tacos?
Ooh. Crispy tacos. We're going to try these out. Listen to that. You know, people are still trying to figure out why there's so much air in the chip bags, but apparently it might have to do with just keeping the chips from getting crushed. Is that what it is, Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of reasons.
Also to make you waste money on paying for air. Okay, so let's try it.
Well, it has taco seasoning on it.
Yeah, that's like just straight taco seasoning.
Yep. Oh, it's crispy. I can hear you crunching in my ear.
You like that? I can get a recording of that. Maybe they can use it in a movie for like Foley.
Oh, look.
I've had way better.
Crispy taco seasoning.
Yeah, we could have just...
Now, wait. I want to point something out.
What?
I put sriracha on mine, so I can write them and say, hey, I put sriracha on my Big Mac.
That's right. So yeah, that was... wow. Sriracha and Famous Dave's, which is my favorite sauce. You guys have to check it out. This sauce is boss. Oh my goodness. You can get it at Walmart. Probably most places have it. Incredible.
At Famous Dave's restaurant.
Famous Dave's themselves. Their restaurant's good. You get a lot for your money there. So
I'm getting hungry for Famous Dave's.
really? Yeah. I'm going to get this stuff out of the shot.
Is this in the shot, do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's definitely in the shot.
We'll move it.
That right there is where the logo goes.
Oh, well, that's blocked then.
So the logo. And then you got some cheese there.
Oh, don't take my cheese.
All right.
Hey, I got some more in the
Ow.
I told
Concussion.
you to put the mic where you weren't going to hit your head on it.
Well,
And here you are starting already.
I got to do what I got to
11
do.
minutes into it, you already hit your head.
So yeah, that was...
Wait. There's
What?
more.
There's more? Okay, so we're just doing this whole Charlie's bag thing now. Usually we wait till later, but...
Yeah, usually it's at the end, but we already brought the bag out. So.
Sure.
So just recently I got a bunch of gifts for my daughters up in Michigan. This is one I got.
Yeah,
Well,
Woody
two.
Woody the Woodpecker?
Well, the cup. You know,
What's
if
it
you-
say?
If you look, you can see there's Michigan and Missouri.
Aw, that... Well, at first it looked like a bloody mitten from like a murder scene,
Well, there's probably been one or two.
which is also Michigan.
The back of it says, you want to read it?
My dad, forever, never apart, maybe in distance, but never at heart.
Yeah.
That's moving. I might have to.
I
take a
don't get
break here
very
and cry.
teary-eyed very often, but I did when that came, and I opened that. Then they sent me this goofy guy. It's actually a dog toy, but I have refused to give it to the dogs yet.
Charlie likes to chew on it himself, so yeah, that's very special from your daughters.
Yeah, and one
Very
more.
special.
Got one more.
Okay, let's see what you got.
What is in Charlie's bag?
What is in Charlie's bag? Whole world wants to know.
I left one at home.
Oh,
But they sent me this, too.
shake
3
that Laffy.
pounds of banana Laffy Taffy.
Oh yeah, look at this. You know what? We should do a challenge to where we give away Laffy Taffies. I don't know. We're not there yet.
The other nice gift they gave me was, remember Runts?
Oh yeah.
The candy Runts?
Mhm.
And they had the fruit shapes. I love the banana.
Mhm.
So they got me a 2-pound bag of bananas.
Yeah.
I'm going to help myself to one of these.
Well, Charlie's gonna help himself, and while Charlie's helping himself to one of these delicious.
Wait, can I read the jokes first?
Okay. Yeah. Let's just take the show on, Charlie.
Charlie just took over the show.
Charlie's show now.
What's full of flowers, but also a snake?
A garden?
Yeah, have a Laffy Taffy. That's the correct answer.
It is?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm an expert at solving jokes. I used to be like a mama joke champion, but it's not nice to do these days.
Oh, I might add 2. They got me this shirt.
Top Dad. You know, like the movie Top Gun, but Top Dad. Cool.
What type of line is not spoken or drawn?
What type of line?
Yeah.
Not spoken.
Or drawn.
A fishing line?
Online.
Oh, well, that fishing line works too. Because it's. But, anyways.
And my wife Googled where Laffy Taffy came up with all these nice jokes.
Yeah?
They're actually all sent in by kids.
Aw, isn't that sweet? Yeah. Isn't that just sweet, Charlie? All these precious children. So, we're going to move on to our next segment. We really enjoyed the Big Macs. They tasted better with the Famous Dave sauce, I think. But how did the sriracha? Was that okay? Okay. Awesome. Well, that was also what was in Charlie's bag. So we don't have anything for the end. Thank you, Charlie. But I bet you didn't know in today's news, Charlie, breaking news, Mr. Willie Robertson, or Roberts. Yeah, Robertson. You know,
Was
the
that the Duck Dynasty guy?
Yeah, the Duck Dynasty guys. They're in the news today. Well, one of them is. There was a drive-by shooting and
What?
someone shot up his house.
What? How'd
Yep.
they get to it? Isn't it like in the middle of the swamp?
No. No, but apparently the suspect was arrested and yeah, they're going to be charged with that crime. So that's pretty crazy, man. So I guess the Louisiana cops busted a man in connection with the drive-by shooting that pierced a bedroom window at the estate of Duck Dynasty star Willie Robertson, authorities said. Can you believe that? That's kind of scary. I mean, those guys, I know they're not very popular to a lot of people that are not like-minded, you know. But I know I'm glad they're all right. Definitely glad that no one got injured on that. Let's see. They did arrest the guy.
They arrested him?
Yeah, they arrested him, but I'm trying to find I had a photo of the gentleman right here. Let's get that. That's what he looks like. That's the dude right there. He was arrested, and I probably said arrested 1,000 times.
Yeah.
But he was arrested, Charlie.
He was arrested.
He's in jail for doing that. You don't mess with the Robertsons, man.
So, North Korea confirms that Kim Jong-un is alive in perfect health.
Oh, I saw that. That's funny.
Should I show him?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You might as well. That's a different segment, but
yeah,
that's funny.
Weekend at Bernie's.
That's funny. There's all kinds of funny memes. But anyways, talking about the Robertson family, I never really got into Duck Dynasty. I watched a couple episodes. Your microphone is just gone. You might want to put that tape back on there again.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, it's got a mind of its own. But no, I never really got into Duck Dynasty. I did watch a few episodes here and there, and I thought they were pretty funny. Cy, the uncle, he was hilarious.
Is that the one that drinks the tea?
He has got the tea in the cup, and yeah, that dude, he's so funny.
Is it sweet tea or unsweet tea?
Well, if it's down south, I know this for a fact because I lived in Texas for a little while. They drink sweet tea in the South. You don't dare give them unsweet tea.
Where's the line that breaks south from north?
It's probably Missouri, where we live right here, because it's like you can't get sweet tea here. It's crazy. So, but yeah, the Robertson family, they're a good family, very loving family. It's kind of crazy that anybody would want to hurt them, but I understand there's a lot of crazy people out there that don't like them and for what they stand for and what they believe. So I'm sure they're going to bounce right back from this, and it could have been a lot worse. I mean, I don't even know if I assume somebody was home when it happened, but they just weren't in that room when it happened. So, but hopefully they will get justice. This guy deserves it. And yeah, it's pretty tragic, but it could have been a whole nother news headline.
Yeah.
You know,
well,
so
it is. That's bad enough shooting up a house.
Yeah.
Let alone somebody getting hit by the bullet.
Right. Yeah. So that's the Robertson family. Hopefully, the next time they're in the news, it's a good reason and not something tragic like that. So they were. I think his daughter was. She was in Dancing with the Stars?
One of them was.
Yeah, it was. Is it Sadie Robertson? Yeah, she was. Well, she's married. She got married. So, but she was in the Dancing with the Stars, which is another show I didn't really get into, but yes, I guess she did a really good job in it. I don't think she won, or did she? Did she win?
I don't believe so, but I'm not into that show either.
Let's see here. I don't think she.
Who was her partner?
I don't know. You caught me. You caught me off guard here. Stars, partner, all the fans out there, they know. They're like, yeah, man, I know who it is. But let's see here. Mark Ballas, Derek. Is that Mark Ballas Derek? I don't know who that is. Have no idea who that is.
I bet he dances.
I bet he dances. I bet he dances, Charlie.
What the heck is his name? Mark?
Ballas Derek? Like, what kind of name is that? Like, that's too... Huh. It's like you have a first name for your last name. Kind of interesting. Now, Charlie, we could talk about the next thing that's going on.
Did I blow it already and start talking about it?
Yes, the breaking news of the day, okay, is about North Korea. We've been talking about North Korea for the last few episodes of the podcast, and I don't want to just leave it with the last time I talked about it without any closure or knowing what happened with it. So I'm sure most of you read already that now they're saying that Kim Jong-un is alive and well, and he's in a resort with his family, and he's basically well, there you go, Charlie. You didn't put your phone on silent.
You're live on the show.
Yeah. So he's with his family. Apparently someone in his circle, like one of his soldiers or whatever, they had COVID-19, and so he's just trying to do the social distancing. However, it's kind of crazy because the news broke and it went all over the whole world, and people were certain that Kim Jong-un was dead. And I mean, there were stories that he was a vegetable, like he, like literally he was no, no, people were just making up all kinds of stuff, and it seemed like, something was definitely wrong with him. There was people saying even now that he is dead. But the satellite images have shown that his train, that the Kim Jong Un, the Un family, I guess that's their last name, they have this train that's exclusive to their family, and that's how they get around in the country. And it's like heavily guarded and secured. And so the train was spotted there, and which kind of confirmed some of the information that was coming out that they were hiding out in the resort with their family.
Are they having a weekend with Bernie's?
They might be. Now you can show them that meme. We're still trying to learn the segments and how to talk about things and what to bring in. But so the news is for today that the North Korean media offers Kim Jong-un letter as proof he's still alive. And I guess he sent this letter as of today to the president of South Korea, or not South Korea, South Africa. So, and it was dated today. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think you can necessarily say that just a letter is enough proof that the dude's alive.
Yeah. Unless it's a letter from the coroner.
You think that's enough proof that he's alive? I mean, you don't think that they could like forge the letter, or
does he have a look-alike?
Oh, I'm sure. I would assume that basically most leaders have a look-alike.
Yeah, but I thought nobody else have this haircut.
The look-alike can, because he's going to take a bullet for Kim Jong-un. So
I don't know. I heard he's left the planet.
Well, the current news, and it's I mean, everything's still in limbo. We don't know for sure yet. There's really hardly anything for sure with North Korea, but I think we can. I don't know. There's really no conclusion to this, but the latest news as of today is that Kim Jong Un is alive and well, um, and it's leaning more towards that direction. The president of the United States believes that he's alive and well. The president of South Korea believes that he's alive and well, and other sources do. But then there's people that don't. But their evidence as of today is that Kim Jong Un left a letter, sent it to the president, the leader of South Africa, with today's date, which proves that he's still alive. So who knows? He could be completely dead and
Want to try
gone.
calling him?
Yeah, we could call Kim Jong. Wouldn't that be crazy? He's like, "Hello, I am definitely alive. Definitely." That'd be crazy, dude. We would, if we got Kim Jong Un, like on the phone, like interviewed him, that would be insane. That would be crazy, man. Yeah. We would have like a gazillion subscribers overnight. Oh my goodness.
Or would we?
Yeah, or we'll have the FBI busting our door down. Like, what the? But yeah, that's basically the news with North Korea. I think most people are hoping that he is no longer here because he is a dictator. But I will say this, Kim Jong-un, even if he's gone, his sister more than likely would take over. And she could be worse than him.
Or better.
Or better. But I don't know, when I've seen her, like when she came out in public, when all that stuff was going on with North Korea uniting with South Korea again, and all that Kim Jong-un coming out of hiding and uniting, somewhat uniting. She was in the background, and she just looked kind of evil to me, but it could be just my opinion, but she seemed pretty evil. So hopefully the good things start happening, and that the right leadership, no matter what, even if Kim Jong-un doesn't pass, their people rise up. That would be fantastic. You know, like a lot of other countries where they had an uprising and the people overthrew the government and established or reestablished order in their country. So North Korea would definitely be a place for that to happen. So
that'd actually be kind of nice to see.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't like seeing anybody oppressed, any people, even if they have different beliefs. It's the world should be a free place where people could be and live and live out their lives and be happy and achieve greatness and not be oppressed and their own government controlling them and starving them to death and preventing them from being free and believing whatever they want to believe. And so shame on you, North Korea. Shame on you. You got the sad trombone. And Kim Jong-un, get the sad trombone. So that was North Korea.
I'm glad I didn't get it.
Charlie, that could be part of our little thing. Someone gets the sad trombone, or you don't. So today, we currently live in the state of Missouri, and I've lived here my whole life. He's from Michigan, but the governor Mike Parsons, the state of Missouri, this beautiful state, he has laid out his plan to reopen the state. So I'm really excited about that. We can start going to restaurants again.
Tell me about this. I haven't heard anything on it yet.
You haven't heard nothing on it? Well, he's apparently on May 4th.
I heard it was May 15th.
Well, it's from what I saw just recently on the news, it was May 4th that they were going to slowly open the country back up. So, or not the country, the state of Missouri would be opened back up gradually. So they're not going to do it like all at once, but I think that's probably going to be the approach of most states. Is they're going to gradually do it. They're not going to just be like, boom, you're open, but maybe they will. So, but that's what Mike Parsons said.
You're free.
Yeah. So he laid out a plan to open it up. He's going to do it slowly. It'll begin on May 4th and extend through Sunday, May 31st. So I think through that time period, that's when they're going to start open things up. I didn't get to watch it all. I don't know when restaurants and like movie theaters would fall into that. I don't think schools. It wouldn't make sense at this point to just open schools back up again.
For a month.
Are they going to open them up?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense for a month.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I would assume schools are definitely going to be closed, and it's kind of unfortunate for us because our son's in preschool, so he really he goes to a private Christian school, and unfortunately we still have to pay the full price even though he's here, and we have to like monitor him and set aside part of our day just to make sure he's doing his classes online, which, I mean, it's preschool. You're not doing much. So we're paying the full price for, that, which whatever, I can complain about it, but everybody in the world's inconvenienced right now. So in one way or another. So, but yeah, so he has to finish out the rest of the school year, just watching videos, stuff that my opinion, I could just put a YouTube video on for free, counting and whatnot. So, but that's all right. So it looks like, the schools are going to be held off for this year. And so this is phase 1 of they're calling it the Show Me Strong Recovery Plan. And it will begin May 4th, like I said, and extend through Sunday, May 31st. And let's see here. So there's a plan A plan is intended to protect those most at risk of exposure to the coronavirus while returning Missouri to normal. So. During the first phase of the plan, citizens may begin returning to economic and social activities, but must remain social distancing. Okay, so they're going to be doing the like when all this started, they're doing the social distancing and then committed to the full quarantine. So they're going to be doing the remain social distancing requirements, including staying 6 feet away from people in most cases. There are currently no limitations on social gatherings. No limitations on social gatherings as long as necessary.
Hey, are they going to remove the one-way signs on the aisles at the grocery stores?
Oh, all that ridiculous stuff that just does not work. Oh, do you got that picture? Oh, Charlie sent it to me. Did you say? Oh, here it is. Okay, so Charlie, we told you that he works in the grocery business, and he goes and stocks shelves and checks products and makes sure they're selling and need to be adjusted or whatnot. So here is one of the stores he went to, which made it on the news, right?
Yes, they made the news.
Look at this. You may not see it, but I'll when I'm editing, I may just put a screenshot of it so you guys can see it.
Yeah. What they did is they took out
plastic.
So figure you're standing in checkout lane. Both sides of the checkout lane you're standing in are covered in plastic. He hung plastic from the ceiling down, however long it went, and then you got probably about 2 foot distance at the end of the, not even that, at the end of the beginning of the checkout belt to put your food and stuff on. And then at the end, there's an opening cut in the plastic for the credit card and debit card and whatnot. And then if you pay cash, the checker has a box or basket that they slide towards you. You throw your cash in there. She or he takes it and does what they need to do with it, and throws your change in there if you have change, and slides it back to you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So a lot of people have taken great measures to keep themselves from getting COVID-19, and that one is one of the top. You see the funny pictures of people like covering their face with like trash bags and, but so.
As far as, there's number 2, as far as, you see the grocery stores with the plastic or what's it called, plexiglass up.
Yeah. Banks doing that too.
Yeah, a lot of places are doing that now. Some went real drastic. Some just enough to put a barrier between where you would be talking to the checker. And some sanitize. I even heard of some stores. Emily went to one store.
My wife.
I don't have anything to do with it, but she went there and they actually took her temperature before she was allowed in the store.
Wow, she never told me that.
So
my own wife didn't even tell me. So yeah, but I wanted to talk about this again. So it said there are currently no limitations on social gatherings as long as necessary precautions are taken and social distancing can be maintained between individuals and families. So it sounds to me like they're going to open up everything, and so everything's going to be opened up, and you just only have to practice social distancing, so stay 6 feet apart.
So
how's that going to work?
No going to the movie theater and sitting in the love seat.
Well, here's the problem with that. Like, okay, what about people touching the surfaces? So yeah, you may not be sitting next to somebody, but someone that wiped themselves, like their nose and sneezed and coughed.
Well, that's where the precautionary things would come into place. They'd have to sanitize it before they started the next movie. Or let anybody in there.
Well, I know the movie industry got hit hard.
And probably, so we down here, we have this beautiful theater. It's locally owned. Their headquarters is down here. But they've got, I don't know how many theaters they own across the states, but they put in this one theater that has a playground equipment in it for the kids to play before the movie starts. So I doubt they'll open that one back up.
I guess we can give a shout out to them, B&B Theaters.
Yes.
Great. Very good. They are, well, the two big movie theaters here are B&B and AMC. Yeah, AMC is also headquartered here.
Yeah, AMC is also headquartered here in Leawood, Kansas. And B&B is headquartered in Liberty, Missouri.
Yeah. And that's an excellent movie theater. They got good prices and everything. So, but yeah, so that's the plan to reopen the state of Missouri. It'll be interesting to see how it all happens, but I do think it's a very good move on the governor and any governor of any state that slowly opens the country back up. The social distancing, even when we're in this like intense quarantine where we're supposed to stay in lockdown, people are just not doing it. I mean, you go to parks and people are still close to one another. And so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, and we'll see how the fall is, because they're predicting that it could be, what is it, phase 2 or round 2 could be way worse. Like Spanish flu round 2 killed millions of people. So, so that's our little segment on the state of Missouri and what they're doing to open back up. I do have a really good friend of mine. I'm going to mention who their name is, because they actually are a part of the government in Missouri, and I've known him for a long time. And I talked to him about being on the show, and he mentioned that he'd be interested. And so I told him, let me get used to doing the show and get a little better at it, and then I'll have you on. And so I think here soon I'm going to talk to him and see if I can have him call in, and we can have a government official from the state of Missouri.
Wow.
That would be our biggest guest we've had so far.
Wow. I
Then-
thought I was.
Other than Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, we're hiding him out. He's in the basement.
he pops his head up. We're like, not right now, Kim. That's funny.
He lives in the basement with Harry.
Harry's our roommate. He's a friend of mine. He also works for me, but he lives downstairs in the basement. So, but I wanted to show you guys. This is so funny, man. This cracks me up. So through this whole quarantine thing, people have not been able to get haircuts. So they've been doing it themselves, or their wife or husband cuts their hair for them. And yeah, and there is some hilarious pictures of people that have tried to cut their hair. And man, this just cracks me up. There's some in here that I don't know if they're 100% from the quarantine, but it's still funny. But here's one right here. This guy, I think, was in the military, but it's I don't know what was going on here, but yeah, that's pretty ridiculous right there. Look at that. I mean, how do you mess up like that? I mean, this one's more believable that it's an accident, but this guy here, look at him. He's so happy. He just cut his hair. But look on the back. Look at the back of that. I don't know if you can see it from this camera, but he whacked off the back of his hair, has a bald spot, and he's going to have to shave his head bald. This dude, this is crazy. This looks like the widow's peak from the guy from or the former Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan. Like, he has this ridiculous widow's peak in the front. Well, it's like it reversed. And look at that. That is something else. You see that, Charlie? It's like, I don't know. Some people might think that looks pretty cool, but and this guy totally was trying to cut his hair like this. And look at that. Unbelievable.
Hey, here's a good meme to show now.
Oh, yeah, show that one.
This is me taking my wife out after the quarantine ends to pamper her at the...
Is that Henry and the Hendersons?
Yeah, Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I love that show. So we showed him that. And this guy, this might be a popular haircut for today. But yeah, he totally messed up his hair. Messed it up. This guy tried to do a bowl cut. I remember when bowl cuts were really popular, but my mom would like literally just put a bowl on my head and cut my hair like a bowl. That was a popular style. And then there was a time when NSYNC and Backstreet Boys was popular and people were frosting their tips of their hair. And I tried to do it once. It's so funny. I was like, all my friends were doing it, so I wanted to do it, and we couldn't afford the products to do it. Like, they had this like sun-in stuff you sprayed. And so I told my mom, I'm like, you could use bleach. And she poured bleach in a bottle, and she went to go spray my hair, and we were on the phone with someone, and they're like, no, don't spray that on your hair because you'll get like really bad chemical burns on your head. So thank God I did not fall trap to that. So I didn't get chemical burns, but I've had other severe burns. This one is the funniest. I'm trying to find it. Oh man, these are just horrible. Oh, I gotta get this one to... Oh my God. Dude, this can't be... That looks like a mushroom. Or something else. I don't even want to say what that looks like, but or like a thumb. What do you think?
That looks like the haircut on Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that one looked better than this one. Look at that. That's just crazy, man. Anyways, those are some ridiculously goofy haircuts. I've had some crazy ones in my day.
I was trying to find that one that I sent everybody.
Oh, Charlie sends us like different memes and funny pictures every single day, like group text and stuff.
That's what happens when you're in lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Even when you're not in lockdown. He finds some funny ones though. But yeah, that people, more power to you if you can cut your own hair, but I don't know how. I've tried it before, and I think one time I actually cut off one of my eyebrows. I was trying to like shave this part in the middle, and I just kind of zzz, and it grew back. Thank God, but
That'd be brutal, cutting your eyebrow off.
yeah, well, it's happened to many people. Some people, like some girls, actually just like take all their eyebrows off, and then they draw them on like it looks like a Sharpie, like a big thick Sharpie. But um, yeah, people are finding different ways to be creative during the quarantine. I like when this all kicked off, there was a Facebook page. I'm not going to mention what the name of that page is, but the first part of the name was quarantine, and basically it was about a bunch of people would um, chug beer, and this person created it, and basically overnight it blew up into this huge deal, and they had thousands of subscribers, and I couldn't believe it. Thousands of subscribers. Um, and they would just, people would get on there and do the crazy. So, wow, they lost a lot though. Holy smokes, man. Oh, okay. So they used to have thousands and thousands of subscribers, and now they're down to 5,000.
Wow.
Holy cow! That's, unless I'm not allowed to see. Okay, okay. Never mind. There's a private group, so an actual group on Facebook, and it has 333,000 members on it. So they started the page. It's all about chugging beer. People get on there. I mean, who doesn't want to chug a beer? Except for people that don't want to chug a beer.
That'd be me.
Which is Charlie. They get in there and they do crazy stuff. They do stupid stuff. They'll drink a beer upside down. Some people, there was one, oh, it was disgusting, man. These two girls and this guy, and the guy pulled his pants down, and then the other person poured the beer down his butt crack.
Oh, come
down
on.
his butt, and then the girl was underneath, and she was drinking the beer coming down his butt crack.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, so I had a friend invite me to the page, and when I saw that, dude, I was like, this is ridiculous. I'm not going to be a part of this page anymore. It's just a bunch of idiots celebrating quarantine by chugging beer. So at first it seemed fun, and then, of course, with anything that's fun, people go too far and they ruin something that could be a good thing. However, the person that created this page overnight became mega successful. I mean, 333,000 people from when the quarantine started to now. And when I heard about it, it had already been around for like over a week or two, and it was at over 100,000, and it kept going. So, yeah, it's people find ways to make money and be successful off this, and that person did, And I don't know what's going to happen to that page after the quarantine. It's probably going to stay something, but it's just not for me. Not for me at all. I'm not, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of adults acting retarded, like a bunch of teenagers chugging beer down people's butt cracks.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. And I'm sure there was worse ones on there, but after I saw that one, I quickly left the group. So probably some of my audience knows exactly what this page is. So, but and some of you may be a part of it, and maybe some of our audience are the people that drank the beer out of the butt crack. And to that I say, it's disgusting. I can't believe you would do something like that. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That will
that
never
Charlie,
be a segment on this show.
That gets the sad trombone a second time.
I cannot find that picture.
What picture? The one you sent us?
It's a picture of a haircut, since you were showing haircuts.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, when your beautician is in lockdown or quarantine, but your dog groomer had an opening.
Oh. I could probably find it if I pulled it up, but that'd take me forever. There'd be a lot of dead space. But yeah, I used to, I had mentioned before that I did a lot of crazy stuff, but let me give more context to that. When I was in that, we talked about me being in a metal band. Well, I had actually...
What was the name?
There was a few names, okay? Big deal. So the first name, we called it Living Among the Dead. So it was a very metal name, Christian metal. And then we decided to change it to, what was it called? Beneath the Veil. You know, like the veil.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, Beneath the Veil. And then I kind of drifted off, and another friend of mine became the lead singer, and then they changed it to The Sons of Katie Elder, which is a movie, John Wayne movie, right?
That I don't know.
Yeah, it's a John Wayne movie. And they did pretty good, and they had a unique sound. They were like a southern rock band, like this other band called Maylene and the Sons of Disaster, which were a very successful southern rock band. And so they were pretty similar to them, and they were pretty good. But yeah, anyways, what I'm getting to is I did a lot of stuff with my hair, and I had like long, I should have pulled that up. I had long fire engine red highlights in my hair. I've had mullets. I've had...
I think you should go back to a mullet.
Yeah, I've had mullets. I've had mohawks. I've had my lip pierced, my nose pierced. I've done it all, man. I have done it all. As a matter of fact,
beneath the clothing we don't want to know about.
Yeah, I haven't done anything crazy beneath the clothing. I never did get a tattoo. I wanted to, and if it was up to me, I would have had a whole sleeve, but I chose not to do that to myself. Just because I changed my mind so much, and I figured I'd probably decide against it, and yeah. But what I was trying to find here is my graduation picture. It is so hilarious. I guess, was it the beginning of senior year, you go in and they have you wear like a tuxedo, and you have to
since when do you have to wear a tuxedo?
You wear a tux, like, just the top half, and then they take a picture of you. And at the time I had long hair with the fire engine red highlights, and yeah, I had some crazy hairs. Man, I look so goofy. It's so embarrassing knowing that that's hanging up in the
Well, try having thick hair, straight hair, and trying to curl it.
You tried to curl your
I
hair?
had a perm at one time.
You had a perm?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charlie Bartha had a perm.
Hey,
Okay, you got me beat on that one.
I had Spike.
Dang, I can't find it.
I had Spike. Yep.
You know what? I know what I can do. I'll find the picture and I'll put it in during the edit so you guys can see it. So
Yeah, Elizabeth or Chelsea, my daughters, will have to send a picture of me in my perm.
your perm,
My perm.
your perm.
I guess that's what it's called.
That's what it was called. Yeah, I'm going to put a picture right here. Okay, guys, you've seen the picture. It's ridiculous. Yes. That was me my senior year. Embarrassing. It's hanging up in the actually right when you walk in the main entrance. Boom, class of 2006. Should have graduated in 05, but I was special, Charlie. I got held back because I was special. Just like that picture was special.
Hey, this is a good time to say why you're special. How about bringing up the test again? Because I got wiped out the first time we talked about it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Huh. Did I? I can't remember.
That was the first one I got.
Okay, so this is and the cool thing about this, Charlie, is I can make sure people see this because I'm doing clips now. So, okay, this will be the last time I share this.
If you don't laugh at this one,
you just don't think anything's funny.
Yeah, nothing's funny.
Okay, so this happened some time ago when I was in high school. I have tons of stories that are crazy, but this
takes the cake.
This takes the cake, probably for anyone in the entire world. So I had shared this with our first test podcast, which did not make it through. So this is our next attempt at trying to tell this story. So when I was in high school, I believe it was my junior year, I was in geometry class, Mr. Steinmetz. I had to, basically that was a class that was required for me for my credits so I can graduate. And I'm terrible at math, absolutely horrible at it. And
what's 2 + 2?
Well, I know that, Charlie, 4, but I don't know geometry. And I don't know if you know geometry, but it's pretty tough. And
I know letters don't belong in math.
Yeah, well, that's very true. So getting back to that, in this class, I struggled because I was, I did not understand the geometry class very well. And I didn't get along with the teacher. I was always in trouble. Well, we were taking a test one day, and I was sitting behind a very, very good friend of mine that I grew up with, and I was cheating off their test, and I'm just going to town, filling it out, and I get done. I'm satisfied. I think I'm going to pass this test. So I hand in my test, and my friend hands in his, and I'm just, all happy that I got this done and I'm going to pass. Well, all of a sudden, I hear and I see out of the corner of my eye Mr. Steinmetz holding up 2 tests, and he said, I quote, "Well, it looks like we have 2 Cody," and I don't want to say his last name, and and he did say this, "Which one should I give the credit to?" That's what he said. I forgot about that. And I remember, oh my God, my friend Cody turned around and he looked at me. He was like, "Dude, are you serious?" My face turned red. Everyone was laughing in the class. I was like this small in my chair. Oh, it was so embarrassing. And I definitely got a 0. I didn't even get a chance to retake the test. I don't know what else happened. Maybe I got wrote up or I can't remember. But that was, I straight up, not only cheated off his test, I wrote his name under where my name was supposed to be. I put his name. Yeah, that's a big... I'll tell you what, I think I am probably the only person on the entire planet to ever make that mistake. So, I'm not that... I don't know what the right word is because I don't want to say the R word because you can't say that anymore. I'm not that stupid anymore. And I don't know what was going on in my mind when I did that. Nothing, actually. That's number 3. Maybe number 4. And that hurts, I'm telling you. So after I just got done saying I'm not that stupid, and I smacked. So, but we'll leave it with that. We'll close this with that ridiculous story about the time I cheated and put my friend's name under where I'm supposed to put my own name. So that's my funny. You got any funny stories and stuff you did, Charlie?
In school?
So I can take away from mine a little bit.
Well, here's the situation.
All right, we need to know.
All right. So my school, they didn't have like they got now. They got math and science centers. They've got advanced this, and you could go to college and get high school and college credits, and high school has to pay for it, and blah, blah, blah. They didn't have that when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way I tell everybody. My school taught me down here, and I was up here at a level. Because at the time, they have this SAT test. I don't know if you guys know what SAT tests are or not.
I think they still take it.
Well, I scored the second highest in the school's history at that time. People might have surpassed that by now or whatever.
Oh, wrong one. There you go. Congratulations, Charlie.
So, and I got accepted to all these universities just on my SAT scores. Well, I didn't graduate high school because I decided that I got more education staying home and watching shows on TV than I did going to school. Mm-hmm. So, school became a social hall for me. I just went when I felt like I needed a friend to talk to for the day. I'd show up at school. Yeah. Every time I'd have to go into the office. What's my locker number? What's the combination?
That's funny.
I knew what the locker number was. I just didn't know the combination. And, well, senior year come, about halfway through the senior year or so, not even halfway through, I show up. I get called into the principal's office. Mm-hmm. He sits me down. And basically, they said to me, you're no longer welcome here because we're not going to get any more state funding from you. So I went on my merry way, went home. You know, they called my mom and dad, told them the situation. Wasn't a pretty good night when I got home that night, or when they got home that night, because my dad happened to be on the school board at that time, and he he thought I should be this great student, which I was, but they didn't. How do you want to say that? They didn't give me what I needed. Basically, I needed more than what they were giving me.
Yeah.
So I went to work instead. That's where I was a lot of time too. I went to, because they have strict rules and regulations now for minors and work. They weren't so strict back in the day.
Yeah.
And so, I'd be done with work at 8 o'clock at night. Night stalker would call in sick and say, "Hey, Charlie, you want to stay?" "Sure, I'll stay." So I stocked all night, and of course, couldn't go to school in the morning because I was too tired.
Wow. So you were a hard worker.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's about the best story I got. Is like I got told not to come back.
I'm still the dumbest person in the world. Thanks, John. I was hoping you were going to one-up me, but that's pretty much our stories about our experience in school, and mine was much worse than his. That's funny, dude. So that's pretty much all we got for you guys today. We'd like to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for tuning in to the This Can Make Us Famous podcast. You are so special to us. So special that I'm going to put some sriracha on my finger.
Oh, mix it together with the barbecue sauce.
Look at that. In my eyeball. No, just kidding. You know what? That might be good. Not in my eyeball. Not in my eyeball. So, I gotta hurry up. We don't have much time.
Watch him wipe his face after this is all done.
Yeah. So I'm mixing them together. Woo, boy, man. I've had worse, but that's how special you guys are to us here at the podcast. You're listening to This Can Make Us Famous podcast. Tune in for episode 4.
5.
6.